Did you see Miami? How they, what is it, state of emergency?
They're in a state of emergency?
Yeah, because apparently so many spring breakers were like on that main street in like Miami that Florida was just, Miami was like, Florida was like, we're in a state of emergency now. Like there's a curfew and everything because so many people went to Miami for spring break.
I was going to say something about it, but I decided.
Look at those conservatives shutting down.
I was like, bro, that's how you know it's bad. That's how you know it's bad that Florida was like, nah, we got to shut it down. We got to shut down.
Crazy. No way. Mm-hmm. You know, okay, as I've seen like clips on the timeline where like there's people like getting down in Florida. Yeah. I didn't know it was because of that. Yep. Dude, oh man.
Other people are trying to party.
Fucking hilarious.
Too many people trying to party.
That's hilarious.
Too many people.
Damn. Now I was thinking of going to Florida, not just you know, okay, so I was thinking, well, who asked this question? I think it was you, Lewis. Okay. Well, off mic, obviously. We were done recording, but you said, I don't know, correct me wrong, but was it you that said that if you were living in Florida or if you were like a different type of person, would you be wilding out down there?
I don't think so.
That wasn't you? Like I don't know. Someone had genuinely asked me, listen, if you were someone that lived in Florida or someone that was single and didn't have any responsibilities and you can live life a little bit carefree, would you be wilding like the people in Florida? And I thought to myself, I probably would, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be a dickhead and
you only live once.
And yeah, I'll be a dickhead and throw myself under the bus here, but I probably would be wilding. Especially now that I had caught COVID.
I feel like
it'd be good.
Yeah, if I already had COVID, I'm just like, fuck it, I guess. Yeah. I already got yelled at from my family though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you don't have any obligations. Like you don't even. Pardon me. You don't even have to worry about your family and.
Well, I mean,
people giving you shit.
Yeah, that's true. If I didn't, then I'd be like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah, you'd be wilding.
Well, not wilding. Like I'd still be careful, just because like I get paranoid. I'm just like.
Okay, so yeah, just to clarify, yeah, I would not wilding, but I would be on about.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably wear a mask still, but
yeah, I'd be that one person in the club with a mask on.
I have questions for people that wear a mask while you're inside a club. Like, I generally have questions for them.
What would you ask them?
It's like, fam, what's that mask gonna do while you're inside a club that's packed as fuck to the rim? With no,
so you gotta wear two.
With no, okay, yeah, 2. Mm-hmm, yeah, then, yes, because that variant, right? You gotta be careful with that variant.
A lot of
gotta
people,
get the other one.
A lot of people at work wear 2.
Yeah, it's becoming more standard.
They wear like the disposable one and then like the Amazon one.
It's kind of smart, but nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, especially since I caught COVID. I'm not doing that because then that just implies that masks never worked to begin with.
Partially, yeah.
Yeah, right. Anyways, we're not starting the podcast like this. let's get this shit going.
Guess what day it is? It's Rave Day! It's Rave Day! It's Rave Day!
It's Rave Day, baby!
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? And thank y'all for tuning in to yet another episode of It's Rave Day Podcast with your favorite trio in the world. Counting it off. To my left, beautiful baby sister, Lynn Lopez. What up?
Cheers, mate.
Hey. And then to my far end of the aisle. I was going to say the aisle, the couch. The tinnest of men. Tin Man,
what up,
Luis Torres, and then yours truly, Aldo, still with no nickname, but
we'll think of something.
It'll
come eventually.
It'll come.
It has to be organic. That's why.
There you go.
That's why I'm not. Yeah, that's why I'm just
don't
going
rush
with
it.
Aldo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, dude, listening back to those first podcasts when I was calling myself the historian, what an idiot. Fucking alias of mine. But that's because I had intentions with that. I still want to do something with that. Eventually. But nah, that's just nah. Don't refer to me as a historian. That's fucking no. And then especially with things that have gone in the last couple of months, like I don't know, man. I'm questioning history.
You're dropping it?
No, I'm not dropping it, but I am questioning history, or at least questioning the type of history that I've been learned.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah.
Very quickly, I don't mean to get this serious this early on in the podcast, but I do want to take this time to give my prayers and condolences to the victims and all the families that were affected by the tragedies that happened in Georgia last week. Some of y'all know a very heinous act occurred in which 8 people lost their lives due to I'm going to go ahead and say it, racially motivated
Piece of shit person in an act. Don't let what media's been telling you fool you. It is what it is, and they're trying to spin it one way. Let's not shed light on that piece of shit and shed light on the issue. It's been unfortunate, but we've already gone a whole year with COVID. And the unfortunate part with the whole COVID pandemic, there was a uprise in Asian hate. And let me tell y'all something. The simpleton would be like, yes, you know what? This virus did come from China virus. You know what? No. There's a scientific explanation to this, which is COVID. And no, it's not every Chinese person's fault that a government lacked the protocols and safety issues and revolving in regards to this virus. You can't blame a huge group of people because of that. That being said, with everything that's going on with the Asian community, the Pacific Islander community, much like the things that we experienced last year with Black Lives Matter and just people of different ethnic groups being, thrown under the bus due to just ignorance and the system, I just want to take this time to shed light on it and just quick message that with things starting to look better as far as like this pandemic goes, light at the end of the tunnel is getting brighter and brighter by the day. I just want people to continue to be aware of all these things that are happening in our world. And just because things are good in our end doesn't mean it's good for the end of another person's or another group of people. So. Yeah, basically we just want to put some respect on the Asian community because, a lot of us, we've all benefited in some way from, Asian culture. I love Asian culture. I want to visit Asia one day. So, for sure, we want to put our respect to that community. And, we definitely wanted to just respect it and acknowledge it. I feel like everyone should. So...
Yeah, this year has brought a lot of people together, a lot of people closer, and the Asian community, Pacific Islander, they've always been a part of LA County. Mm-hmm. Depending what area you are, you're bound to have friends or family from that Asian community, and to have that kind of hatred towards certain ethnicity, it's no place. There's no place for it in 2021. Leave that BS aside. There's no place for that kind of hatred. And it's a shame what happened. Tragic.
No doubt about it. So once again, prayers and condolences to everyone affected from that tragedy. How's everyone doing though? I didn't mean to start off like that, but I just wanted to take that time to use this platform.
No, I think it's good.
And
we gotta get that out in the air.
But I'm in a good mood. I've honestly been in a really good mood most of these days. It's been good. I've been really busy, but in a good way.
Good spirit,
good
headspace, everything's good.
Ooh, there you go.
How about yourself, Louis?
Pretty good. This is actually my favorite time of the year. It's my favorite time of the year. It's so good. It always brings changes, and hopefully a lot of you guys are going through good changes. Mm-hmm. Hope a lot of you guys are going through good changes, and I'm just loving this time of the year.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. I hate that the sun's out later now.
Oh, really?
No, I love it.
Nah, I
thought you were gonna say allergies, but you said the sun.
Allergies
Allergies.
Yeah,
Fuck allergies.
allergies is a given.
I've been saying, I was like, I know it's springtime because my allergies got me fucked up. I've been waking up with my eyes puffy, fucking sneezing.
Yeah, allergy season, but that is the surest sign to spring, though.
Yeah. Honestly, yesterday was the first day of spring, and I just felt it in the air. I was just happy, very positive. The weather was nice. It was I love it.
Excellent.
Yeah, definitely. I also do like this time of the year.
It's good.
Regardless of the time change and the loss of hour and all that. But yeah, it's good. It's kind of with WWE is the road to greater weather and shit.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something to look forward to.
It's always a good time. I feel like with spring here, it just changes. A lot of stuff changes around us. We can see it out and we can see it inside of us. I hope for the most part with everybody.
no
Like,
doubt.
it's always a good time to change, you know, to evolve, to grow.
No doubt for sure. Well, all right. Where do y'all want to start? Because we've got a bunch of shit that we've built up from the last time we were all three of us together.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff.
Quick shout out to our good friend Danny. Holy shit, what a fucking episode
Oh my
that
god,
was.
so many people love that episode.
Love you, Danny.
I love Danny. Danny's just a fucking good time. He's so funny.
Definitely, we're gonna have you on the podcast again in the
Yes.
near future. But yeah, park and raves.
Yeah,
Let's go with that.
goes by.
I do want to fucking, talk a little shit though.
Why is that?
Who was it that not too long ago was saying, "Oh my god, this is the best album that I've ever created," or blah blah blah, this and that?
Oh, did it come out already?
Yeah, Cashmere.
How was it?
That shit's fucking garbage. I don't know, man. Let me not lead with hate. Let me show some love. The thing with Cashmere's album is definitely different from his traditional stuff. I mean, obviously we're known to have Cashmere kind of like come in with like that big room-esque type of style,
Sound.
which I prefer that. I definitely prefer that. But this album, man, like I'll give him that. That is definitely different. He did say that, but
Like, was it different for him? I haven't listened to it.
it was definitely different for him. I'll give him that. But it just
well,
wasn't.
okay. Well, to be fair, when he tweeted that out, he realized how egotistical it sounded, and he corrected himself. And he's like, "It's the best one, like for me personally." So in a way, I guess he kind of lived up to it. But it's like if you were just looking at the first tweet, then nah.
Yeah, give it some time. I feel like with time, anything new is always gonna grow onto you, and you're gonna like it a little better. Give it some time.
That's true, but nah, man.
Yeah,
the first spin around, it wasn't for me, man. I'll probably listen to it later.
We always say the same thing when someone changes up their style.
I don't even know it came
it's
out.
not that good.
Well, I was waiting for it, but because the reason why I bring this up is because Kashmir did the Park and Rave, which it was contrasting to his album release.
Oh,
And as soon as because that happened, actually, this weekend? This weekend it just happened. So I was all like, oh wait, so he's doing the Park and Rave, so that means his album's out. So I didn't go listen to it, and I was like, disappointed. But
It'll take some.
it's
time.
not for everybody.
Yeah.
it definitely wasn't for me, at least not yet, or who knows, maybe. But yeah, so we've had his last couple ones that we've had that have already passed. Matt Zoo and Kill the Noise, which was cool. I saw the live stream for that. Epic. I definitely can't wait for when festivals start up. I need to see Kill the Noise.
I miss Kill the Noise. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. The lineup for Gestures Park and Rave finally came out.
Yeah.
Pretty decent. And we got
I predicted it. He didn't tell us. The only one I knew for sure was Gabs, but the rest of it I predicted it. I'm like not to be fucked up. Like I love him, but it was a very predictable lineup.
Kinda.
So, but at the same time, I don't knock it because like
It's homies.
yeah, it's homies.
Yeah,
That's why like I wasn't surprised by it.
it's Henry Fong, etc., etc. They're playing both days, right?
Yes, the only one that's different is the opener. Vanessa Michaels is on Saturday, and then Gabs is on Sunday.
That's what's up. And then the weekend after that, we've got Dombresky,
Dombresky.
right? Yeah.
See, I was trying to go, but it was only if he had a Saturday date, and he hasn't announced. I don't think Friday's even sold out.
Damn.
Honestly, I was really surprised by that. I thought it was gonna sell out pretty fast.
No love for Dombresky.
I know, uncultured, but I think it's also because he's doing a 4-hour set,
Yeah.
so some people might not be with it.
Well, I mean, would this be Dombresky's first time doing a 4-hour set?
Probably not his first time.
Well,
in
like
general, but
like that publicly
Rave.
under Insomniac, I believe it
The
is.
first time.
But like
Okay.
he probably has done a bunch of them like underground.
yeah,
and
he
shit.
has.
Yeah. I mean, almost every house DJ has done like really extended hours type of set, correct?
Yeah. If he had a Saturday date, I would have gone.
That's crazy though. That Friday one has it sold out.
I know it's Dombresky, bro.
I know, but hey, whatever.
Talent.
And then we've got word that we've got Flaws doing a
Kurt.
Bruh, everybody lost their shit. They're like, oh my god, he's back. And I was like, It feels
never
like
left.
he feels like he didn't really leave because like none of us got anything in 2020 anyways. So it's just like
He played how well for
He's back. He's back in the sense that
he's playing a show.
He's playing a show.
Yeah, no, I know. But it's funny because it's like it's just thinking about it how like there were artists who were like, I'm gonna take a break. I'm done with music for a minute, and then 2020 kind of forced everybody to take a break.
You know who well, not admitted, but shed light on that was What's So Not.
Yeah.
What's So Not on a post was all like, yeah, in a year that I was gonna take it easy, we all took it easy. I was all like, you damn right, we all
Everybody
took it
kind of
easy.
joined in on
Yeah,
the
everyone was like, you know what? We're all just gonna collectively chill.
I mean, we didn't have a choice, but
That's good. Kurt is back.
yeah, Kurt's back,
Love
and
to see it.
that's
6, 17, 18.
Yeah,
he's doing a 2-day run, is he? Yeah, he is. Wow,
it's like
okay.
mid-April.
Yeah, so this would be, obviously, it would be like a 420 theme because, you know, the Floss project has always done like a 420 theme,
Yeah.
whether it be at Red Rocks or, you know, wherever.
Yeah.
So this is good. Yeah, April 16, 17, the lineup has not been yet announced, but knowing Kurt, he'll probably bring out a lot of heavy hitters within trap and others. So
Sounds good.
that's definitely something to look forward to for sure. And
Yeah.
actually, damn, is that correct me if I'm wrong, but is that the same weekend as Abduction?
I think so. I want to say yes.
Damn, boy is traveling.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well,
Well,
just one way to find out.
yeah, I was like, I don't remember when Abduction is. I think it was like mid-April.
Abduction. Ladies and gentlemen, give us one moment while we pull this up.
Yo, that one looks pretty good actually. Floss's one. Like I saw it and I couldn't believe it. Like I'm like, yo,
I was like, that's so cute.
that's
Yeah,
Floss's back.
Sabrina and Nancy are going.
Isn't it like a smoke out theme or something like that?
Or Hotbox.
Hot box. There you go. There you go. Hot box.
Oh, okay, no, never mind. I lied. So it's the weekend. It's the weekend after.
Okay.
No. It's Abduction and then Hoodie Fest, hotboxing or hotbox or however you call it. Okay, cool. Yeah, congratulations
There you
to
go,
Kurt
Floss.
for coming back, man. Fucking A.
Love to see
Sure.
it.
But yeah, that is. I thought that was funny though.
Yeah.
Where everyone was like, man. But I think it's because like we did manage to catch him do like the live stream, like the second live stream that Insomniac did for the Countdown Virtual Rave-a-thon. Maybe he's done other ones. And then like somewhere in the somewhere last year in the summer, he dropped a track with Nonsense. And after that, he's kind of been just quiet. So yeah, I can see why people are hyped.
Yeah.
But yeah, no doubt. And then the biggest news that we caught wind of as far as like park and raves go, they finally fucking did it. Fucking BaseCon.
I
About
know,
time.
dude. That sold out so fast.
I love it. No,
I love it. I was so hyped. I was like, that's amazing.
It was.
It's only
about
one day
time.
though, huh?
Yeah. It's only one day, but congratulations to the hard dance community. You guys finally fucking did it after so long of
Long overdue.
yeah. Because well, obviously
It's a good lineup too.
it started off with like Dream State wanting their own, and they finally had theirs. And you know, Trance is just a little bit big for whatever reason. Trance is just slightly bigger over here in the States than the hard dance. But whatever the case, they finally did it, and they finally
Yeah,
managed
hard
to
dance
get,
is bigger like in Europe and in Mexico.
way
for sure.
bigger.
Oh yeah, definitely in Mexico.
Mexico loves hard dance music.
Fuck yeah, they do.
I love it.
But that lineup, it's pretty great. You got Darksiders, Geo, Lady Faith, Rob G, and Little Texas as a special guest.
Yo,
That's a
that
motherfucker of
sounds
a lineup.
good. Yeah.
So once again, congratulations to the hard dance community for finally getting a park and rave. And yeah, like Lynn said, that motherfucker sold out quick. Like as soon as the news came out, like everyone was fucking mad hyped over it. And I love to see it. Definitely love to see it because it proves a lot. It proves a lot that definitely here in Southern California that the hard dance community is fucking strong, dude. It's fucking strong. And I do hope once things start opening up that they do put more love for the hard dance community. I mean, granted, they were already.
They were, but they kind of slowly but surely dropped the ball on it.
Yeah. And I definitely do. I definitely would like to see that community.
Another one.
Pick back up again.
Oh, another one.
Yeah. For sure. Like,
I was kind of hoping they'd add another date, but
It was unresponsible to do that.
I feel like also because obviously like a lot of those car raves they're planned out in advance, and I feel like they weren't sure how it was really gonna do, so they're probably like, for now let's do one date and then maybe later on we can do another one.
Hopefully
But
that's
that
the
shit
case.
sold out fast.
It did, and
For like, it sold out faster than Dombreski's.
yeah, that should tell you
Like,
something about the hard dance community. out
They're
here.
dedicated though. They've been asked because I have friends who are like big like hardstyle fans, and like they've been asking for a bass con one. So I'm very happy that it happened.
So I think the reason why they're only having one day is because that's the same weekend as Gestures.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like they have shit already planned, so they could probably kind of just threw that one in there.
That's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure had
But-
Jester not had his that weekend, they would have done a second
No,
one.
I feel like I said, I feel like they're testing the waters because Insomniac half the time they don't really know too. Like people
Yeah.
can say they're like, I want this, but sometimes like people aren't actually about it and like won't put like their money where their mouth is.
They need
sometimes.
they need a better A&R team.
Yeah, and well, bro, look at Dombreski. I'm pretty sure they expected that to sell a lot. Like, this is not like me like shitting on Dombreski because I love Dombreski. I'm
no, we
even
fuck with
surprised.
Dombreski.
Like, I'm genuinely surprised that like his hasn't sold out. But again, I think also because it's like on a Friday.
His is on a Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's the only reason why like
second.
we did like Nancy and I didn't buy tickets because we wanted to go with like Sabrina and Omar, but they work. Like I could easily like take the day off, but they can't.
I'm off Fridays.
Yeah.
Damn, that's unfortunate. I do
Dombreski's a
love the
vibe.
He is a vibe. He's a fucking vibe anywhere he goes.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. I honestly feel like actually let's talk quickly, real quick. What how much longer do y'all give the parking raves?
I give it a bit more time.
I give it a bit more time too.
Like by when you think these will be non-existent?
I think till the
Summer?
summer. I give it a little longer. I give
Or,
it till
well,
fall.
I think until
fall.
like California really gives the okay for like because they use Nas for like
Everything.
Beyond and all that shit. So when they finally get the okay to do that, they're gonna be like, okay, no more parking raves.
so y'all say midsummer?
I'd
Yeah,
say
maybe.
midsummer,
Midsummer or fall.
early fall, just because Insomnia could still make money off of it.
Yeah.
Squeeze the last of the juice.
Oh,
on the
definitely.
wave. And there's always going to be people wanting to go.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be people wanting to go. They're gonna do a lot more operations at the Nas. What's one more event? What's in the parking lot? They're not losing much.
Yeah, because Pasquale's even said like he's working closely with city officials. Like their whole thing is that the minute they get the like green light for even just a little thing, they're just like, all right, run it, send it.
Even if it's at like capacity, right? Mm-hmm. I could see that. Okay, well, yeah.
I see him here to stay for a little longer.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna go away right
They
away.
haven't peaked yet.
As of right now, they have Parker Raves through April, so we'll see.
That is true.
They haven't announced like May stuff yet, which is normal. So
I feel like by the end of May, that's it.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
maybe.
Because here's the thing.
Well, like I said, it all depends on LA officials. So if everything rolls out the way it's supposed to, which is like
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
the way it's supposed to, like supposedly they're like, oh, this month or this date we're gonna open to this. Like, I mean, gyms are open again.
Yeah.
Dude, you could fucking eat indoors now.
Yeah,
I've
Good.
done that twice back to back.
yeah. I ate indoors.
what's up.
I ate indoors
Yeah.
earlier this week. I was like, bro, that's crazy.
I didn't eat it. I haven't eaten indoors, but I went to go because I didn't know you could, and then I went to go pick up some breakfast, and I just saw people in there just eating. I was like, huh?
Living a
Yeah, I
thunder
started
knife,
on
like
I wanna
last
say.
week.
It's like, say
Yeah.
what?
like on Monday.
Yeah, but I see where you're going. Where you're going to, like it's gonna stop, but it's gonna move on to something else. Like it'll be
What,
the
like an
next-
actual festival?
Yeah, a limited capacity, a limited capacity kind of thing.
No, but what I mean is like, is the drive-in concept just gonna die after this? I don't think so.
I don't
think so.
Why don't you? Why don't you think
I
so?
don't think so because it's a new way to bring out Insomniac, a new way to bring out their product, a new way to bring out their events.
They make more
And-
money with like actual festivals though.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like it invites a lot of people in who normally wouldn't go to festivals.
Elaborate some more.
Yeah, like the kind of people who unfortunately got introduced to the scene during this time, they never really experienced it. Some of them might still like the concept, the safeness of it all.
Oh, I don't know about that, bro.
No, I don't know about that either.
I don't know about
I
that.
mean, I feel like if only the only thing it would attract are just the people who are like more antisocial and like don't want to be like around people.
Let's got
But-
it there.
I don't see them like continuing. I can't English.
None of us can English today. We're all drained the fuck
with
out.
it longer than necessary because I'm pretty sure they're losing money, like compared to how much they would like make with the actual festival.
You got a point.
It's less people.
You got a point.
Yeah, from that
It's a
point of view.
lot less people.
You got a point there. Yeah. But do you think it'll completely die out?
Yeah,
Okay.
eventually, yeah.
Eventually.
I don't see it like logistically sticking around until like once everything's like back to normal, I don't see it sticking around. It's logistically, to me, it doesn't make sense.
So here I go now, once again, asking the same question that I was asking months ago. But now we're here in a much different time. When do you guys think things are going to start really kicking off? Because as we've been seeing
Like here or in general?
in general.
Bro,
Because
next
as
month.
we've been... Okay. Let's get into it then.
with what is it called?
We
The one in
do.
Florida?
Doobie. Oh, no,
Oh,
wait. The
that
one in
one too.
Florida?
Floating points.
Okay, there's abduction, yeah. But that one has limited capacity and whatever bullshit, quote unquote, CDC guidelines.
I thought you meant like that. If you mean like normal, where it's like
Like,
full capacity, I don't know.
well,
That I do not know.
well, now that we mentioned Doobie. So obviously this month, another announcement from Texas officials is that they finally decided to lift the ban on any
Just about
type
everything.
of COVID protocol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that it's not to say that they're abandoning it. It's just now they're not making it mandatory. So you have the choice whether you want to wear a mask or not. That being said, a lot of places are still obligating you to wear a mask, which I've already seen videos and it's nasty. It's such a headache. And I knew that was going to happen once they started opening things up over there. But I mean, look, that's what the governor said. Now we're giving you the freedom to decide whether you want to wear a mask or not, whether you want to do this or that. I mean, cool. But it's there is going to be a lot of pushback from a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But that being said, now with this happening, we are seeing Obi going to be kicking off next month. And you know what? The timeline, there was a lot of push on that. But yeah, so Disco Donnie, he's actually the promoter
The Midwest promoter.
what was that?
Out there in the Midwest.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's like the event thrower, promoter, whatever it is.
yeah. And yeah, so we've got Ubi Doobie, which is happening the 24th and the 25th of April. And there was a bunch of pushback on the timeline. There was people already complaining and saying that this is too soon. You guys are crazy for attempting to do this. Like, we're still not out of the woods yet. A lot of people aren't vaccinated, this and that. And look, I'll be honest. What I've been seeing from Disco Donnie and his approach with it is, you know what? It's as safe as he's possibly going to try to make it. So what he's requiring is for everyone to be wearing a mask at all times, which is going to be a mission because, I mean, come on. It's a festival. People are going to be drinking.
But I think it's dumb because a lot of people be wearing masks at festivals anyway. It's like, bro, we had the mask even before. Like,
That we did.
Yeah.
So it's not hard.
It ain't, but you're gonna get a lot of dumbass, stubborn people.
All of a sudden, people want to be offended.
But anyways,
But my whole thing is just like, most of the people who are gonna go are gonna need a mask anyways with their fucking Molly munching mouths.
oh man. But anyways, he's doing this. He's taking precautions, right?
Yeah.
He's
He's gonna unveil a plan for everyone's health. He hasn't done it yet, But supposedly he is working on a plan.
He's working with a medical company. I believe it's called Clear.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, to kind of expedite the process, make sure everybody who goes in is healthy.
Yeah, so he's gonna implement a type of like health pass. So let's see. Disco Donnie just announced Obi will be moving forward as planned. Under this guidance, Disco Donnie saying that their event will go on as planned with a partnership with Clear Health Pass. Clear is a leader when it comes to expedited entry through security at airports, but recently the company announced its implementation to secure health data into their app. So apparently what they're going to be doing is just monitoring people through an app.
Yeah.
And pretty much doing contact tracing leading up to the event, seeing if people... I really don't know how it's going to fucking work. But, look, he's making efforts to at least make it safe.
He's giving it a try.
And I'll be honest, Lynn, he used your same logic that you told me about the whole protest last year and how, like, there was no evidence indicating that there was any COVID's increase because of mass gatherings from protesting. He said the same thing about if there was going to be a festival outdoors, there's going to be no evidence for that. What do you think?
I mean, I've said this from the beginning. People are going to do what they want to do. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's always on like other people. Same thing with the protests. I went to a fucking protest and I didn't get COVID.
Yeah, neither did I.
But yeah, like, no, but I went to the one in LA.
Still.
It was like hella people.
Oh, yeah.
It was like way more. It's like basically the amount of people that were there, it was like if you filled up a small club.
But yeah, mask on though, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's how I'm like, that's why the whole outdoor festivals, I'm like, okay, yeah, I could kind of see it. And I still understood the argument when people were like, oh, you can eat outdoors under a fucking tent, but you can't have an outdoor show. Like, I understood that like logic. I don't knock people for trying to start up festivals already. Like, if your city allows it, I understand. Because this is the thing. This is what people, like, forget. And they're like, it's a fucking business. Like, you can have these whole emotional attachment to festivals. You can have this emotional attachment to, like, Pasquale or something. But at the end of the day, it is a fucking business. All they care about is making ends meet and not having to go bankrupt and, like, shut down their whole company. Just like a lot of businesses. So I understand it. I'm not, and the people who are going to go are going to want to go. People who don't feel safe, they're not going to go. So,
which is pretty much the points that they were being made.
Don't get me wrong. Like, we can all have a moral, feeling about it, like morality wise and whatnot. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's a business.
People are going to do people. Florida's going to do Florida. People are going to do what they want to do.
Texas going Texas,
Texas.
right?
TX is going TXs.
The argument is like, I don't know, because like I said, there was a bunch of shit popping off on the timeline and just a lot of people calling other people hypocrites and this and that. So I guess here's the thing, because we've got there's festivals already being announced, and obviously there are some being announced in the second quarter and there's some being announced in the third quarter. Second quarter ones as follows is Ooby Dooby, Sunset Music Festival in Florida, Skyline in Florida, 3 Points Secret Project in Florida. Yeah.
In fucking Florida.
And then you've got stuff that's popping off in the third quarter, which is obviously, what's third quarter? July, August, September. Yeah, so we've got...
Well, no, apparently EDC is happening in May. Like, they started hiring people.
Okay, before we get into that.
So,
we've got some in the third quarter. It's, Hardfest UK, Outside Lands, Das Energy, Life is Beautiful, which I'm planning to attend at least one day. Izu. So, here was the argument on the timeline. And then also Lost Lands. So, the argument was is that how could people complain about these festivals happening next month, but you guys aren't bitching about the ones happening like in August, September? Yeah. Clearly, the clear indication of that, the argument is that it's happening later in the year. By that time, we should have more people vaccinated. Numbers should be much more decreased, especially going through the summer, versus if you were to start doing things next month in April, May, and June. So by that logic, I do understand the reasoning why people are upset. And then I also see why, like, you know, people are calling others hypocrite if when they're already enjoying the fact that there's festivals coming back. But mind you, it's all a timing issue. But just like what Lynn was just saying, though, at the end of the day, these promotions are a business, and they got to get the ball rolling. I mean, we've already gone, like I mentioned, we've already gone a year with no festivals. These promotions have gone a year with no real solid income. It's rough. Most of these acts, no income whatsoever. I mean, some of them. Because the other ones, they've been working through the pandemic.
Yeah.
I won't say any names. Y'all know who it is, but it is what it is. So, yeah. Now, then you're mentioning that EDC is actually happening. And for those who don't know, it's been also a topic of controversy on the timeline and through all socials that EDC, if it's going to happen, yes or no, in May. The problem with like people and their understanding the way they interpreted what Pasquale was saying is that if things don't happen in May, we've got dates for October, pretty much.
Yep.
And right away, the people arguing was like, "Oh, this is fucked up. Y'all should just move it completely to October. Like, this is unfair because y'all, you know, there's so much uncertainty in the fucking air. Why can y'all do this, this and that?" Then I see the flip side of it, the same kind of perspective that Lynn puts out. This is a fucking business. They're not gonna give a fuck whether you can go or not. If you can go, you can go. If you can't, you can't. Tough titty. It is what it is.
Yep.
Like if you're if you're just now finding out how the business side of the festival circuit goes, then shit, this is your rude awakening right now. I mean, trust me, I was there in 2017 when I realized all this shit. And I had a nasty taste in my mouth too. Welcome to the club. But now that Lynn is saying this is for sure happening.
Well, okay, so this is his statement. Full EDC Las Vegas update coming soon, but as of right now, nothing has changed. If we can have a safe show in May, then we're going to make it happen. And as far as I know, like...
Industry Lynn?
No. It's just like I've seen other people who like investigate.
Okay.
But as far as I know, the latest they have to really know is by the end of April. No, not even the end of... Yeah, well, like mid-April.
Because they need a month, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. They technically need a month.
They need to start hiring people. I was trying to find it where I read exactly that they started hiring, but I can't find it. But as far as I know, for sure, they have to have like the okay by like mid-April. And if not, they're going to do it in October, for sure. But I've heard from like other people who are like, apparently some DJs are getting told to most likely expect October, but they're still trying super hard for May. And I could see them probably pulling it off because like everything's starting to open up again. Vegas, they're a lot more chill. They're going to start opening up pool parties and like all that stuff. So the only thing that might stop them is just like if they can because the thing is, even the city itself always has to prepare for EDC. It's not just like them building everything in the speedway. Like the whole, like all of Las Vegas has to like prepare for like all the people that go. But the one thing I respect with Pasquale is that he gives you the option. Like if you honestly still don't feel safe going this year, like let's say it does happen in May, if you don't feel comfortable going in May, you can transfer your ticket for it to roll over to next year, or you can still get a refund.
Yeah, that was very good of Pasquale to do.
Mm-hmm.
Pasquale's, look, man, we talk shit on Pasquale time to time for his business tactics, but he's always gonna find a way. Yeah, but he's one of those that isn't as evil.
He's just smart. He's just a smart businessman. Because I'm sure he's seen how much shit fucking Ultra's gotten for like not giving a refund option.
Once again, Ultra, pay the fuck up, you assholes.
Yeah,
fucking Ultra.
Pasquale isn't stupid. He's really not. People can give him a lot of shit for a lot of different reasons, but he is not stupid. He is a smart businessman. He knows that he needs to stay on everyone's good side, so might as well just give that option. Because he also knows that there's still going to be people who are going to fucking go.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt.
And like those spots that people decide to like, roll over for next year, he can just end up selling more tickets for this year.
Yeah, no doubt. And not only, it's a win-win because, yeah, you're right. Because, yes, if people decide to roll that over for the next year, he technically has that money bankrolled in.
That's a loan with no interest.
Yeah, exactly. And then he'll be able to still sell more tickets. Yeah, he's right,
smart,
ladies.
he's smart.
That motherfucker.
That's why, like, you can hate on Pasquale for a bunch of other shit, but like, he is a businessman.
Great
He is
businessman.
a smart businessman at that.
Well, that's someone who's been doing this since we're still swimming in our daddy's nutsack.
Yeah, being an event organizer, thrower, whatever, that's a lot of work.
It is. I mean, that's why he has gang of gray hair and shit. But hey, okay. But now the question comes into this, and this is actually something I didn't even gloss over as much right now, talking about Ooby Dooby and all these other events happening in the second quarter. Obviously, there's going to be restrictions for acts, correct? Yeah. So this is something I also noticed on, the timeline or whatever. But I do see that a great opportunity does arise for up-and-coming acts, especially acts that are in the U.S., to be able to perform at these festivals. How long do we see that happening, though? Do we see that happening the rest of this year?
I was actually having this conversation with like in Duck's Discord. I feel like a lot of lineups
And
are
shout out to Duck.
Love you, Duck. A lot of people, it's gonna go two ways. The people who got deposits in 2019 and want to play, they're gonna get first dibs. Doesn't matter. Obviously, they're getting first dibs. It's how it goes. Second, a lot of lineups, no offense, besides like maybe Lost Lands, the rest of them, they're gonna be predictable and safe because those are going to be the ones that actually sell the tickets. Like, I know like it doesn't seem like it, but it is, because like even like right now they've been rolling out Hardfest UK. That's why we were talking about it, because like, they're all out there. They're like, yeah, we're not surprised that certain people, especially there though, they're a lot safer, but like I feel like a lot of lineups even out here, they're going to be very safe because they're going to know those are going to be the ones that guarantee you ticket sales.
Yeah.
Except Lost Lands. The only reason I have hopes for Lost Lands is because I've seen a lot of bigger dubstep like artists that you would predictably see on the lineup saying that they would rather everyone go vote for like the newer acts that have been coming up, which is why
I did.
Yeah, which is why I have big respect for a lot of like the dubstep community. Like, I don't dubstep as much anymore, but I do still enjoy it. But like, I do have mad respect for like all them DJs for doing that. I was just like, that's so cute.
Yeah, if you guys have the chance to go and vote, what Lynn's talking about is they have a voting right now for Lost Lands 2021, in which you guys could vote which acts would you like to see perform at Lost Lands, and it's a wild list, to be honest with you. Like, I saw fucking Gasolfacine on that shit. I was like, what the fuck y'all putting this fool in there? I was kind of peeved on that. I'm not gonna lie, because there's a gang of acts that I wish were like their names were on there that I couldn't choose from, but whatever. Because I remember
does it give you the option to like type in your own? Or
well,
not?
I tried to find that shit and it wasn't
that's
there.
whack.
Because if it was, I would have written a lot of money.
I feel like, if anything, just at Excision.
I'm gonna try to see if I could do it again. If I can't, then yeah, I'll probably add him. See,
Just be like, bro.
yeah, because there's a gang of motherfuckers that they deserve to be on that fucking list and
I don't
deserve a
follow
chance.
dubstep enough to like.
Well, I do, Lynn.
Really?
Don't worry. You got.
I know. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna just be like, bro, tell me who to vote for.
I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you. Well, after the podcast. But
That way,
anyways.
like, they can get a shot.
But anyways, yeah, I do like the fact that this is a great opportunity, though, that with a lot of out of the country acts not being able to fly into the United
That too.
States because of restrictions and their own COVID guidelines that they have to follow in their own respective countries. I do feel like, people are still going to have their, 2 cents on the whole matter of whether to start festivals now in the second quarter or start festivals in the later quarters 3 and 4. But the fact that because these other overseas acts aren't going to be able to come over, you're going to see opening for a lot of American DJs, especially DJs that have been struggling since fucking last year. Then they're going to have a moment to shine. And that's something I do look forward to. It has to happen because, but that being said, the only backlash they also have to, take in is also, the Twitter mob, the cancel culture mob of like, oh my God, you would play a show right now during a pandemic. Like, I'm at the point now where I'm not blaming the DJ no more. I'm not, because you guys keep forgetting the fact that these DJs are only playing because these promotions are throwing the event and these state officials are allowing it. So if you're gonna blame someone, blame more than just the DJ you see on the fucking lineup. That's not fair to do. It's just not. I mean, y'all can. I mean, it's an easy target. That's why everyone's been doing it.
They've been doing it.
I mean, anyways. I, for one, am going to stay kaput until things are looking better. As of right now, the only festival that I have guaranteed for sure is Los Angeles. I have high hopes on Los Angeles.
Just by looking at the statement by Excision, you could tell he's taking the right steps and ensuring that it's going to happen.
No doubt.
If there's anyone I have faith in, it's Excision.
Man. I my hat's off to Excision.
Strong faith on this one.
That motherfucker could definitely.
And it's crazy because he's always had this strong faith, even in the beginning of still wanting to produce it, and now a year later,
It's crazy because you don't really see it. I mean, you do, especially if you became a fan of his, like middle of last decade.
yeah.
Like that's the thing that it goes very unnoticed. At least I feel like, because obviously now with the boom with his Bass Canyon, Los Angeles, everyone knows who Excision is. But Excision's climb to the top has been one for the books.
He made it into Forbes.
Yes, he made it into Forbes, but not only that, but he slow roasted his way to the fucking top.
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk about an act who really stuck with the scene, the bass music scene and shit. Because other people would have jumped ship a long time ago, but no, he stuck to it.
He's always been with the shits.
He's been with the shits, and he's gonna continue being with the shits. Obviously,
He is.
2 successful festivals and every year successful tour, no doubt. So hats off to him, and I do have faith in that. Yeah. How about y'all? When do y'all see yourselves attending a festival?
If Cross comes back,
September.
yeah.
So no Life is Beautiful for you?
No, I even told Perla, I was like, I probably won't do Life is Beautiful, but I'll be out there.
Okay, I'm down with that. How about you, Lou?
Halloween weekend, all that last half of October, that's where I see things really popping off. Outside Lands making a change to October.
That was huge, man.
I saw that.
Huge change. We've all heard Coachella supposedly middle of October.
No, Coachella, they said next year.
They scrapped it, yeah.
Yeah, they said next year.
They officially just...
They're not coming back till April next year,
Well,
which I'm cool with.
Same.
Well, yeah, I see things really popping off in October, toward that Halloween weekend.
I could see that. Yeah. So that's when you would... Yeah, that's when you would come back. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I for sure Lost Lands, and if possible... pardon me. If possible, Bass Canyon. I like to do Bass Canyon. My thing is for sure in the third quarter, at least from my how I feel about things. I feel like for sure in the third quarter, we've already would have reached a good amount of like people vaccinated. Numbers have gone down already.
A lot of good things by then.
And festivals kind of already picking up and almost full swing or just about full swing. So that's where I'm at with that. But for the time being,
when do you guys think clubs are gonna be back? Like,
that's one thing that that's crazy.
That's scary to think. Wow, when are they coming back?
guys, I know.
Oh, you know?
Well,
You want to spill the tea?
not really. Well,
Then keep your mouth
okay.
shut.
So
Fuck is wrong with you?
no, not that bad. But like, I mean,
Damn.
like, I was leaning more towards like academy and exchange, but I'm gonna go to my first indoor club soon.
Dun, dun, dun.
Kind of have to. It's for work.
Secretos.
Well, we're dropping this Tuesday?
Yes, we're dropping this.
Okay,
Tuesday.
so it gets announced tomorrow, but
Then spill the tea.
yeah. So I guess it's like official now, like it's in my bio, but I now represent a duo, sort of.
Oh,
kinda,
shit.
possibly. Yeah, they like finally wore me down, and I'm gonna be their manager.
Oh shit! Look at you, industry Lynn. Fucking there we go.
I know, it's really gross.
Way to go.
Yeah, I fought it really hard. I was just like, I don't want to be in the industry. But they're the homies, so I finally said okay.
Well, come on, Miss Manager.
So
Spill the beans.
their names are their name is Murder Weapon.
Hey.
Eddie and Ernie. They're great. I love them. They play Moomba and they play all kinds of shit. They're great. So they're gonna be, it's really funny. You're gonna die. So it's actually under Kid Cobra's event company. Bro, the minute I found out, I fucking died.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I was just
fucking
like
child serpent. Okay.
Bro, I know. I thought it was so fucking funny. But the one who reached out was our friend Rick. Like, he works with them, so I was just like, all right, Rick. I straight up told, because Eddie told me, and I was just like, Kid Cobra probably doesn't fuck with me, but like I fuck with Rick. So like, if you guys want to do it, all right, fuck it. So it's gonna be in some place in OC, of course.
Of course.
So
that's the Florida fucking California.
yeah. So
California.
it'll be April 30th. It's on a Friday. So, but I if there's one person, I don't trust a lot of people, but like I feel like Rick wouldn't let us down, because like we asked him if it's gonna be COVID safe. Anything right now, if it's COVID safe, I'm just like, okay. But and yeah, it's gonna be limited capacity, so that should be fun, interesting. I'm just like, bro, let's just go in, work, then we can go party. But yeah, so there's that. So that's news for.
Sounds good.
Yeah. My bio looks so like important now, and it's really weird.
It looks great. Shout out to you. I
know.
actually saw it today.
I
was
haven't
like,
seen it.
I was like, way to go.
I'm not hip, so I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna go look at it once
Yeah.
we're done.
Do it.
Yeah, I have
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you. And I think I briefly mentioned it on here, but I also work with Fight Free now too. So yeah, big things, guys.
Big teams coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
With Fight Free too, we have something in the works. I don't know when it's gonna get announced, but
All right, well, don't spill all the tea now.
I know, but like, just
you
like,
gotta have something to drink.
no, I know, but so yeah, big things, guys.
Well, that's what's up. No, congrats, Jen.
Yeah.
Lynn. Shit.
Yeah, the boys have a release coming out this Friday though, so like, go listen to it.
Tap in. I don't know the track, but we'll most likely-
repost
We'll
it.
repost it on our
Yeah.
Instagram and Twitter.
Those are
and shit like
homies. I
that.
love them.
Shout out to Murder Weapon. Fucking A.
Yes.
Damn, so-
we should have them on here.
We will in the future.
Yeah.
Near future. We got a lot of big things coming in the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
I like my face got red. I was like, I don't like talking about myself like that. So I was just like,
yourself. You're not talking about yourself. You're talking about business.
I know, but still, it's like I don't know. It's one of those things where it's really surreal to me, and it's weird. I'm just like, ugh, I didn't expect it.
I'm a businessman, not a businessman. Well, good shit, man. Fucking
go.
A. Damn.
Yeah, so I'll let you know how that goes.
Please do, and then wear 3 masks for that one.
I know, I'm gonna wear a mask. I'm gonna go in a hazmat suit, just be like,
Just by then I don't know. Okay, you know what? As much shit I've been talking about the vaccines and this like that, I gotta walk everything back.
why?
I'm gonna take the vaccine.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
That's just because. Okay, so I finally thought about it, and look, unfortunately, with things going and people still scared as shit and not relying on their immune system, like, oh fuck, you guys definitely forgot about your immune system. But anyways, I'm gonna finally take it just because I already know how things are gonna be like in a few months.
I'm waiting 6 months.
I do want to waste some time still, but I probably will eventually get it, just because. Obviously, with the plans I have for the podcast, where I want to be able to travel and meet people and do like on the road podcasts, I just don't want to put people at risk.
I feel that.
I don't want to put people at risk, and not only that,
You'll just
selfishly, I just want to be able to go to festivals without having
Plus,
to worry
like,
about it.
Also, you just put other people at ease, because people look at you differently. Like, if you tell them, like, yeah, I'm vaccinated, and they're like, oh, they're like more relaxed.
That's fun. That's
Like, if people ask me, I'll be like, well, I already had COVID, so.
yeah. I tell them I got the antibodies. Antibodies not good enough. Ah, fuck. Okay. What if I told you I got the Moderna and the Pfizer at the same time?
Ooh.
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of trash. I saw someone tweet that. I was like, yeah, I got the Pfizer and the Moderna. I'm like, okay, you want a fucking cookie?
Cool story, bro.
Cool story. Fucking, you guys are weirdos posting your fucking the little thing indicating you got the fucking like, fam, just get the vaccine. Just get it and just be thankful, and that's it. You don't have
I'm
to
waiting till
fucking show
summer.
off.
When I do summertime, I'll just
summer's
get
all about
Well, now that you said that the antibodies are good for 6 months, I'm definitely waiting fucking
Yeah.
until the summer.
Because technically, tested negative like towards the end of January.
Oh, and I finally tested negative too.
My dad too.
Also, he was also positive
Yeah.
for that. See, fuck the test. See, and you go over here giving me shit.
But I think I told you my dad was coming out hot for a minute too, and I told him the same. I still think the same thing. I still stand by what I said.
What?
Like I understand why people are like either one or the other.
Of the
Yeah,
the
for festivals and
proof.
shit. Yeah.
See, but anyway, but actually, good thing that you brought that up. I do want to give a quick shout out to the Dirty Bird camp. So Dirty Bird is doing their what is it the camp in in Florida, and the cool thing that they're doing is, and this is something that I actually wish that festivals would implement. Although I know for a fact this is going to be very costly, but what they're doing is they're going to be doing a two-way verification. You can either show that you have proof of vaccination, or on the day of the festival, you do a on-site testing, which
I saw that.
I do love the fact that they do that.
I'm pretty sure that's what Pasquale's gonna do.
I hope he does that.
I'm pretty sure he's.
I hope they could
gonna
do something like this.
Actually, I think he's the one who said that before. I think he said originally
That crazy
that's what he was gonna
motherfucker
do.
last year in
Long
October.
time ago,
Yeah.
He was the one that was all like, "Look, this is how crazy I was. I was ready.
Probably where they got it
I
from.
was ready to test everyone before y'all flew in, and then test all y'all once y'all were here."
He was like, "I'm gonna send you one in the mail, and you're gonna do it when you get here." Like, bruh, you wild.
Hey, but here's the thing. I love that you can implement that. A lot of people,
Yeah.
like for example, here's an example. Dave Chappelle, him and Rogan have been doing a lot of comedy shows in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
But what they do is they literally have people come in an hour before and they test everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And when once they show that they're negative, they're allowed to come into the club. You can wear your mask if you want or not to. So the fact that Dirty Bird is doing this shit is fucking dope. It's dope. Obviously, I'm still a little peeved of the fact that what if someone like myself goes and I still show up positive, even though I don't have symptoms no more. Whatever. I'm not going down that road again, but I do want to give a huge shout out to them for doing that, because at least those are real steps in my opinion.
Forward thinking, yeah.
Real forward thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder how much that's gonna cost them, because those same day fucking tests are not fucking cheap.
No,
They're not cheap.
They're
but
not.
hey, man.
I prefer that, and like people and like them using that money for that too, because like I've seen like influencers do that just to party throughout this whole pandemic. They're like, "Oh, we've been testing every day," and I was just like,
Yeah, you could hate on them, but I mean, at the same time, you could dap them up a little bit for doing that.
Yeah.
because that
He's
is
doing it the
true.
right way.
That is true. Well, whose party was it? That it was like a Halloween party where like the weekend was there.
"Oh,
And,
it was their birthday party. It was Kendall Jenner's, I think."
Everyone got tested.
Yeah.
Everyone talked shit to them, but I mean, hey, fuck it.
I only think it's like hypocritical because like a lot of those same celebrities were the ones like, no, I only thought it was hypocritical because Kendall Jenner literally on the invitation said no phones, don't post nothing, no. People still did. But it's because like they morally were just like, yeah, we knew we fucked up. Because like at that time, LA was still under a certain amount of restrictions.
Was it really during
Okay,
October?
technically. Like technically you couldn't have gatherings like that in certain places. But now it's a little bit different because at least Dirty Bird, they're doing it, but everything's like open over there. So it makes more sense.
I don't know.
It's a little less hypocritical.
Yeah.
Little less hypocritical.
I don't know. I feel like the whole pandemic, we had a lot of hypocrites, so it's
A hypocrite.
yeah.
Hippos riding with the blue bread. I love
Too
that
many
meme.
hypocrites.
It's okay.
Too many
Yeah.
I mean,
hypocrites.
That's the thing though, like obviously I am a firm believer we all could have handled it better.
Oh, that's something Lewis and I were saying, but
We've all could have handled it better. However,
we're here now though.
it is at this point it's like people are gonna do what they want to do and everything's kind of they're going off what they're allowed to do. The government isn't really doing much about it anymore and they're just like fuck it, so it is what it is.
What can we do?
Yeah, what could we do? At least we're in a little better place than we were months ago.
Like, yeah, that's exactly what we were talking before podcasting. Yeah, that
So
we're definitely, literally a year ago today, we were in the shit.
Dog, a year ago today, I was in my room very depressed. I was just like, I don't like this shit.
A year ago today, I was fucking stressed out working. Still,
I was unemployed.
shit. I mean, I don't regret not working, but at the same time, I wish I had not been working.
Yeah, a little break.
Yeah.
A little.
It was
break.
a weird transition, but like I said, like 2020 taught us a lot, and
Yeah, it did.
it brought me a lot of things. Like I would have never gotten close with Annie and Ernie and Fight Free in general if it wasn't for the pandemic. And I'm truly grateful because they are amazing human beings, and everything that is gonna come forward in life for all of us. Like I feel like 2020 just kind of helped us get there in some way.
It definitely build the foundations for what some of us could
Could accomplish.
could accomplish and have like the potential
Yeah.
to set out for greater things. That's if you were wise enough, because
Took advantage.
a lot of people, I don't know, man. I definitely, because there's a lot of people still kind of like thriving off of just feeling like in a sucky situation. I'm just like, ugh. How you do that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I've learned that sometimes when you get to a certain high point, when you're like not in that same stuck, fucked up mentality, victim mentality, there's a moment where like the universe kind of tests you and kind of grounds you too, because there's moments where you're like, you look at other people who are not on that same level and you're just like, oh, why aren't you like more? But you got to realize like you've been that person before. So you kind of have to like stay humble, because at the end of the day, like we may all be in a better mindset, but we weren't always that way. That's why I try very hard to like humble myself, because I get those moments sometimes where I'm like, why aren't you positive? Like, why? Like, but then I'm like, no, that's not fair. I've done the work, and I wasn't always this way. So
And you do got a point there.
that's why, like, I'm one of the, I try to be very, very like not judgmental, just because like,
And considerate.
yeah, everyone's always going through something too.
Yeah.
That's true. So one good thing about festivals opening up and artists staying relatively active during the pandemic is like labels.
Yes.
So huge shout outs to the main man himself, the mouse, Dead Mouse.
Shout out Joel.
Now he has was it House Trap?
House Trap.
Yep.
So now he's got a house label under his Mousetrap label already, and I'm not gonna lie, I have not listened to those tracks that he.
I haven't
has.
listened to it either. I've been meaning to. They're there, but eventually.
And then Factory 93 has a label now too.
Yep.
I'm not too sure if they've already gotten.
I think they released one track.
I think they're releasing an album.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but
Everyone got a label now.
yeah, everyone's got a fucking label. Also Insomniac, they got a label called what was that? I think it was called the Lost in Dreams. So that label is gonna be centered around like the more melodic sound. Yeah, and obviously they're gonna be making a festival centered around that down the road.
That's so good to hear. A lot of new artists gonna have more labels, more help from people who are already established, put out their music. It's gonna be so dope. Can't wait.
And the other big news too was Zed's Dead. They got a
He's
label
up.
now too. What was it? Alter States. So I'm not too sure what's that gonna be like, but from their first release was what was it, Catching Z's?
Catching Z's, I think so.
That's gonna be something. So yeah, Zed's Dead has Alter States, and the tracks that actually is gonna, that album is actually coming out next Friday, I believe.
I think so.
Point is that's gonna be more. I'm not too sure what to even describe that. That type of genre that they're gonna be debuting on that new label, but it sounds kind of like lo-fi-ish type of
Lo-fi melodic tracks.
kind of like, yeah, that kind of like hip hop, like new jibes type of shit, fly low type of shit. So I don't know, maybe I'm not too sure if that's what's gonna be like, or they're probably just gonna branch out into like experimental bass, which I wouldn't understand why, because now like Deadbeats, they've been doing that already, kind of opening the doors for all these other acts
I
like
guess we'll wait and see.
Peekaboo and shit like that. And then the staying with like the news of labels though, the sad news was the Black Label.
Would you really call it sad though?
I do.
Why?
Because look, a Black Label it's been around for a minute, and it was a label from Never Say Die that it pretty much was an opening for up and coming acts. Like if you want to look at some of the acts that really made big names through that label, Sudden Death, Uber, Subtronics, Ponix, fucking Fizo, like that was a huge label for these up and coming acts to get their name out. Like a lot of huge tracks came from that label. So now that their doors are closing, it is kind of sad.
I wouldn't say sad. I would say it's more bittersweet. Like
That, okay, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
It's bitter because like obviously it's something that was so important to like a lot of people, but it's sweet in that the fact that the genres and dubstep and all that stuff is just so like diverse now in a good way, and it's still under a pretty big name if you think about it. So even those up and comings that like they even said in their statement, it's gotten to a point where certain songs are being like sent to that part of their label kind of fits more with the other one and vice versa. It's, I don't know. I don't think it's like, I wouldn't say sad. I would say maybe bittersweet because of memories, but I think it's still good. I think it's still a great opportunity for everybody involved.
Yeah, I don't, that's why I guess I meant to. My bad. I guess I meant to say it as bittersweet, just because it's quote unquote like end of an era type of thing. I mean, I did find it pretty great that Trampa made that statement saying that he was actually the first to release on Black Label, and he's actually the last one, which is fucking dope.
That's sick.
It's a very full circle moment.
Yeah, and the fact that he was able to do that to, say the goodbyes to a very, very prolific label, one that opened the gates to a lot of up and coming dubstep and rhythm acts, So yeah, I guess that's what I meant to say is bittersweet.
Bittersweet.
Yeah. What else? What else is there? I feel like there was a shit ton that happened, but kind of just blanking out already this time of the fucking podcast.
Oh, Space Yacht.
What did Space Yacht do?
They announced their what is it? Space Labs.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh,
Space Out with the future.
I will say, no matter what, a lot of people can shit on event promoters and say that there's a reason they're so desperate to come back because they haven't been able to make money, but like Space Yacht has really like set a standard. Like they are fucking beasts over there.
They're kind of like the sleeping giant right now, though.
Yeah,
low
bro.
Key. So what Lynn is talking about, yes, is Space Yacht Labs. As some of y'all may have heard and seen on the timeline, one of the biggest things that has risen this whole month, and I actually mentioned it on the last podcast that we did, the three of us,
Ended it off.
is the NFTs. So like I said before, NFTs are non-fungible tokens. In a very simple term, I'm gonna really butcher this, but this is just my interpretation of what NFT is. An NFT is pretty much a piece of digital art that you can own through whatever artist it is that is publishing that said art.
I'd say just Google it if you really
Just
want to know.
Google it and do your own research. 'Cause
definitely,
for me, it's hard to. It's
like,
difficult to explain.
It's a lot. It's more, but we kind of
We just can't explain it. We know it, but we just can't explain it. That's at least for me.
No, well, I'm just gonna butcher it, so I'm not gonna even try. But I think it's amazing. Everything that Space Yacht has been able to do throughout this whole pandemic has been fucking sick. They have their own clothing brand. They have still had pretty frequent streams. They have their tune reactors finding different stuff.
The tune reactors was
their
fucking
label.
Awesome. Labels, yeah.
And then Space Yacht Labs, which is going to pretty much focus on like visual artists and NFTs and like stuff like stuff like that. I think it's incredible.
The digital and content creating space for sure. And yeah, the NFT conversation really blew up this month. Yeah, Lynn pretty much said it. Yeah, just look it up on your own because we don't want to butcher it. But a lot of back and forth with that conversation too. Believe it or not, the way I see it though overall is that I genuinely do like the concept of NFT simply because now what an artist is simply doing is they're finding a way of being able to profit off of their work, and that's something that I will always find appreciative, especially as a creator and someone who is devoting their hard work into, and for them to finally being able to get some kind of income from it is that shit's awesome to me. Obviously, like I said, there's been pushback. I mean, the funniest one still is like the whole Lane 8 and Dylan Francis one. For those who don't know, Lane 8 pretty much said that he's not gonna buy into the whole NFT thing, and he feels that it's a scam on doing these things and dupe your fans into purchasing NFTs. And here goes Dylan Francis and does a screenshot of that shit and sells it as he tokens it and sells that shit off and
as an NFT.
And
I mean, yes, I understand where Lane 8's coming from, but also like if you actually look into it, you can make things affordable. Like even Deadmau5 has certain NFTs that are really cheap.
Yeah.
And I saw Wax saying earlier, he's just like, if let's say a couple months from now, you don't like me anymore and you have one of my NFTs, and for all you know, it can actually be worth more later, you can always sell it and you still made money even though you don't like me anymore. Made more money.
And on the flip side of that, Wax will also be making money off of that. Because that's the beauty of these NFTs too, is that whoever purchases these NFTs down the road, if they were to try to resell it because of, their increase in value, whatever, that person who made that NFT will profit off of it. So the upside to this is like, yeah, look at it in like the art world, where someone has an art piece, they sell it, whatever money they get from it, that's that. But then down the road, that art piece increases in value. Whoever owns that art piece sells it and they get the money, whereas the originator doesn't get shit. All they get was the money that they originally sold it for. Where NFT, though, anyone who sells that NFT, whatever value or whatever increases through time, the artist who made that NFT will still be able to profit off of it. So it's a win-win situation. Yeah. So that's why I, for one, am a fan of the NFT.
Yeah, so big ups to Space Yacht.
And definitely big ups to them.
They've really been pioneering that, so I think it's really cool.
No doubt. The Grammys.
Oh, yeah.
Huge shout out and congratulations to K Tronada. Fucking clean sweep. He won Best Dance Recording and Best Album.
Best Album, yep.
Two-peat in one night. So congratulations to K Tronada. Still find it fucked up that he is actually the first black electronic dance music artist to win a Grammy, given that, black people invented EDM. But hey, that just comes to show you. It just once again, it's a reminder of how bullshit these awards are, no matter what it is, whether it's the Grammys or the DJ Mag Top 100, doesn't matter.
That's why it's always bittersweet, because it's like, cool, you won, that's awesome, and I'm very happy for them, but at the same time I'm like, man, the Grammys, fuck.
Yeah, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth for sure. But definitely a huge congratulations to K Tronada though. I definitely would want to see him now that he's won a Grammy, because I'll be honest, like I've heard of his name and I've heard of some of his tracks, but I just never really dove into his shit.
Nancy and I have listened to his Boiler Room set so many times. It's so good.
You gotta send me the link.
Yeah,
thank you.
It's a vibe.
I need that. House.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you. But yeah, huge congratulations to K Tronada. Lewis. So what's up with the Frenchman duo?
Yo, man, they gotta put some respect on their name.
Care to explain what's going on?
Unfortunately, Boys, Justicia, better known as Justice. We got the Beebs over here trying to name some of his music after Justice, and yo, this guy he came in and he's putting on new work and he's naming it Justice. But wait a minute, there's already a Justice. Why will he do this? But he had the audacity. Justin Bieber had the audacity to title a project Justice when we all know there's clearly only one Justice. It's bonkers is what it is.
This is funny. I honestly laughed today at that shit.
Dude, I thought it was a troll. And then I realized it was actually someone at Billboard definitely getting fired. So
they lost their job.
On their Twitter, they have a segment where they were talking about Justin Bieber's stint on Tiny Desk.
Yeah,
right?
NPR's Tiny Desk.
And they meant to flash the cover for his new album, which is of him, and it says Justin, but whatever. But instead, it was fucking like Justice's cover.
Which album was that?
It was Cross.
Mm-hmm.
The audacity.
Yeah, bro, I was shook to my core. I thought it was a troll, and then I realized it was actually Billboard's fucking Twitter. I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Someone got fired for sure.
Oh, no doubt. But the funny thing is that Billboard didn't have a rebuttal for it. Mm-mm. They just can't, like, you go on their Twitter right now, it's business as usual. They're still posting shit. They're pretending nothing fucking happened.
Yeah, they dropped the ball. I don't know who dropped the ball, but someone dropped the ball.
They just like typed in Justice and grabbed the first thing that they saw.
That's pretty much what happened, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's
probably.
Fucking. That's.
Not gonna lie though, that Justin Bieber's album wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. I really like the only reason why I've heard of it is because apparently the intro track, Skrillex and Virtual Riot actually had
Troy Boy has a song on there too.
Contributions into that, and then yes, Troy Boy has a song in there. I might have to go and listen.
I think you actually gotta buy the album for the Troy Boy song. No,
really?
Yeah, I think that's what Nancy was telling me.
Oh, I'm not
well, I don't know because I remember Nancy. She was just like, "Yeah, I bought the album so I can hear the Troy Boy song." So I haven't looked too into it.
All right, I'm gonna see if it's on Spotify.
Let's see what's going on, cause
I'm gonna check YouTube. Usually someone rips it and posts it on YouTube.
If I recall, Justice did send out Justin Bieber's team a cease and desist on it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
No, I know, and a lot of people are saying because of Billboard's fuck up, there's like it's even more evidence because people are confusing it and like to the point that we're Billboard.
Okay. Now that you guys are saying all this, do you really think it was a fuck up? Or do you think it's someone inside Billboard that they're just huge? Oh, it's just a conspiracy. Oh, fuck. Let's do it. All right. So here's a conspiracy. What if someone at Billboard is a huge... Yeah, no, tinfoil hat. What if someone's a huge Justice fan? Like, not Justin Bieber, Justice. If they're a huge Justice fan and they decided, what can I do to shed light on this situation that Justin Bieber over here is stealing people's shit?
See, but then would they risk their job? Because then they'd be fired.
Nah, Ed Banger will hire that person. Ed Banger will hit him up in the morning and be like, hey, yo.
You want a job?
We saw what you did. You need a job? Nah. Okay, but let's do look at it in that conspiratorial way. Do you think that would ever happen? Like someone would really do that shit?
I don't know, maybe.
I hope not, but maybe, yeah.
That shit was funny, though. I was just like, what the fuck? I was so shook.
I saw that shit right before I started work, and I was just like, no, the fuck they didn't.
That I was like, they did fucking not.
Hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. I also saw some shit a few days ago on Twitter. Someone was all like, yo, what if Justice decided to do an album called Justin Bieber?
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, fuck. That shit had me fucking dying. Well, all right. I guess we got through most of the shit. I mean, is there anything else that we're missing here?
No, I don't think so. There was a lot.
Yeah, we gave out a lot of great news.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. We did it. Let's start wrapping this bad boy up. Lynn, what do you got for us?
Slightly biased because it's under Pfeiffery, but also because I actually just really like it. This is from the Cheat Up Sounds Volume 1, and this is Paradox. No, wait. Which one did I send you? Actually,
Yes.
I want to double. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Paradox by Ravik is really dope. I honestly really like this EP. I guess.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. I downloaded it when it came out.
It's 3 tracks.
It was really
yeah, it's
good.
an EP.
Yeah.
Well, right on then. This is Paradox by the only one and only Ravik. Let's get it. Real vibey.
That whole EP is lit as fuck.
Very lit.
You should listen to it.
I definitely, I'm going to go ahead and save that and listen to the rest of it. But yeah, that was Paradox by the one and only Ravik. Yeah, good shit, Lynn. Thank you. And then Lewis,
Oh man,
staying with the Justicia.
staying with Justice. This is what Justin Bieber got to do. Justice made a track about it, and it's called "Stop." So, Stop by Justice.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, let's get this shit. This is Stop by the boys themselves. Justice. Let's get it. The fucking boys, man.
The boys.
Yo, I'll double back on the statements that I said about Justice, but Justice I'm so happy I saw them at Day of the Dead that 1 year, because Justice, in my opinion, obviously is not the same music, but I feel like as far as caliber,
Yeah.
they're in the same caliber as like Daft Punk.
They are. I was just thinking about that on the drive here. I was like, with Daft Punk being retired, like who's the second best like hot shit, and
I really want to
Justice.
see Justice again.
I definitely
Hey,
want to see Justice again.
Remember, they did say no live shows for 2020, so now we're in 2021. So we can get live shows.
No,
They said for
they
the-
said okay, because when we saw them the last time,
Yeah.
they said this is the last live
Live-
set
decade.
of the decade. That
Yeah.
was last decade, but now we're in a new
Yep.
decade.
That's why I said like, "What's up, bro?
We get a new live show.
What's up?"
Oh, dude, yeah. Honestly, I was so happy. Honestly, Justice brought me back to life that day, man. I was so fucking happy, and yeah, just that's one of the things that crossed my mind when I saw them. Is just like, damn, this
that
is the
good.
closest thing to Daft Punk that I'll probably get to.
Yeah,
and I'm happy because like
The vibes.
that type of vibes and that type of representation
What
that
they
they
bring.
hold is fucking.
Yeah, it's long overdue respect for them. Like they've been holding it down for a while now, and shout out to Justice.
Yeah, no doubt. Thank you again, brother. And that was Stop by Justice. All right. I'm going to go ahead and play a track. So, I've been really into a lot of, down-tempo, experimental bass. Just because, although I still fuck with, rhythm and dubstep, I sometimes need shit that's, a little bit more...
Calms you down.
A little bit
Soothing.
more subtle, but at the same time is with the shits, yo.
Yeah.
So this is a track by Superfuture and Recno, and this is About Me. So yeah, let's get it. Yeah, man, in a strange way, that track reminds me of This Is Why I'm Hot.
In the beginning, yeah.
I can see that.
Oh man, but that's the type of shit I've been on lately, and yeah, that was About Me by Superfuture and Recno. Yeah, finally, third time's the fucking charm, yo.
There we go.
Bro,
Oh,
last
man.
Sunday was. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, dude. If
Really
anything,
random.
if anything, we'll talk about that after the
Yeah.
podcast. But it's look, I'm actually thankful that
It was a
happened
blessing in
because
disguise.
I was in
It
a lot
was.
of pain.
I
So
know.
I haven't talked about it, but dude, and only me. So I sustained an injury back in 2013 because of judo and shit like that. Went away, then mysteriously came back with a fucking vengeance. And the way that I had when I resustained this injury, dumbest way. I was drying my fucking hair, dude. I was drying my fucking hair, and out of nowhere, I just felt like a horrible pull on the fucking the back of my neck. Like it felt like someone was just yanking the muscles inside, just like. I was like, to the point where I just like my neck locked pretty much. I couldn't look. I couldn't like do this. Like I had to like in order to look, I had to turn my whole fucking body. This shit was horrible, but it's better now. I did an acupuncture therapy session on Friday. That shit fucking helped. I was in heaven. But anyways, blessing in disguise. And obviously the last Sunday I got off of work late, but point is we're here now.
Yeah.
We did a pretty good podcast, and I'm happy for that.
It helped because we had a lot to talk about.
Yep. And we did. We had a gang to talk about. We'll have more to talk about for sure. So yeah. Once again, everyone, thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Do the whole things on the YouTubes and the socials and all that shit. If you fuck with us, if not, it's cool. It's cool.
We have a link tree now, so it's like all in one place.
Shout out to Lynn, Industry Lynn over here. She got our back.
Dog, all I had to do was copy and paste. But yes.
So what? Still, you did that. You did that. So yeah.
By now, if you can, go to the show. Tickets already dropped. Pre-save will drop for their new release when we drop this, actually.
Oh, sweet.
So download the pre-save for Luchando. It's really cool. It's a really good track. I actually really like it. So, support my boys. One thing that I've always seen Robert say on Twitter, because he's an artist manager, he's like, you can't be an artist manager if you're not their biggest fan. Like, if you honestly don't believe in their vision, their project, their songs, like, if you don't even like their music, why the fuck are you an artist manager?
And you know what's fucked up? But that's like a strong majority of the industry.
No, yeah.
It's nasty.
They see it as a product.
Exactly, and that's what's fucked up.
And honestly, like, I'm a big fan of these boys. They're great people, so, stream the shit. Follow Fight Free, follow Murder Weapon, all that shit. I know I sound like a fucking commercial, but like it's new, so like follow my boys.
It's not an ad either. It's a shout out.
Yeah,
or it's not a plug in either. I don't believe in that.
You guys will all
just shout out, man.
You guys will all meet them eventually. We're gonna have them on here, and you guys can see for yourself that they're funny fucking people.
I can't wait,
bro. Peep their bio. This shit's funny as fuck. I didn't even come up with that. That was them.
I definitely peeped that, but until then, ladies and gentlemen, or do y'all have anything else to say?
I hope you have a great week. It is springtime. It is a beautiful time of the year. Let's run this. Let's keep going. It's a great year. It's been a great year. So let's keep this energy going, y'all.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Everybody keep going, keep pushing. Let's go. Let's do it.
Like, if I really think about it, this time last year, we were telling everybody, like, it's going to be okay, and it's okay if you're sad, and, like, this is not, like.
We out here
Let's go. Let's do it.
We got the antibodies. We might be vaccinated soon. Yeah. Who knows? But we good, man. We're fucking 2021. Good energy. We're still in a good It's a good transition, definitely. It's a good transition, and definitely cannot wait for all the shit that is in store for all of us.
Yep.
And with that being said, we love the fuck out of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and you will see us on the next one. So, yeah. Later.
Bye.